I don't usually get testing anxiety, but right before I walked into that room, I thought I was going to pass out. Yeah. So I just went through 3 hours of lecture. I don't like taking my camera with me to campus, so I don't have any footage, but we had 2 lectures for research and discovery, which is where we learn about research, how to understand results and things like that. And then we had an hour of team-based learning where we get in our groups and go over questions related to the other 2 lectures. But now I'm home. I went and got some salad for lunch, ate my lunch, and now it's time to study. I'm going to start by making some Anki cards about the lectures that we had today. And then I'm probably gonna move to a coffee shop and do some very focused studying on the material for the exam this Friday. So I'm really bad at stopping myself from doing work. So I use the Pomodoro method. So I'm gonna set my timer for 50 minutes and then do a 10-minute break. So I left to go study at the medical building around 2:30. It is now 8:30. So I got a good 6 hours of studying in. I felt like it was very productive. I started off in a study group. We went through PowerPoints and just would ask each other random questions to help us think on our feet and see what we really knew. That was very insightful. And then I switched to self-study and I did a bunch of practice problems. And now I'm home. I'm gonna get a little snacky snack, do some extra work until my roommate gets home. I'm gonna hit the gym. I love going to the gym because it gives my brain a break. I feel like I can reset and come back and do more work if I need to. So after I finish the gym, I'm gonna come back and do some anatomy work and finish the night off with my Anki cards. So it's Tuesday, it is 1 p.m. I just forgot to start recording. So this morning I had my final genetics lecture before our exam this Friday. And it actually turns out the material that she taught us isn't on the exam. It was just something good for us to know in our careers as physicians, which was really cool. Took a load off, helped us just a time to relax and learn some new information. And then we had a team-based learning session where we got into groups and worked through these really difficult problems. But that was my morning, and now I am trying to figure out how I want to study, what I want to do. I run into this problem a lot where I get nervous about how I want to go through it, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get a lot done. So we're up bright and early at 6:30 to be at lab by 7. We have access to our cadaver lab 24/7. But our professors and TAs are there at 7 a.m. So me and a couple of my friends are gonna go in and we're gonna learn the material for this week and also review some of the stuff from the older weeks. This is just a way to help us stay on top of things and continuously review. And yeah, I'm honestly not a morning person anymore, so I am dying right now. I also skipped breakfast because the formaldehyde makes me want to. Lab was really stressful. We are doing the oral cavity, nasal cavity, and the pharynx. There are so many spaces to memorize and everything looks the same on a donor body. So that was kind of difficult, but I'm happy I went in a day early. I haven't really opened my lab guide and started to look at the flow of things like normal because it's an exam week. So once I sit down and do that, which is on my agenda for today, I think I'll feel better. But I'm not gonna freak out. Happy I went in and got a head start looking at things. It's all gonna fall together. I'm gonna head back home, eat breakfast, and study up until 12. We have 2 requireds today. So we have a meeting at lunchtime. They're giving us free pizza, so I guess that's a good thing. And then at 1 p.m. I have something called LAC, which is where I go in and practice my doctoring skills. Today we are going to be taking like the history of present illness and practicing locates. I cannot tell you what locates stand for right now, but by the time I start my LAC at 1 p.m. I will be ready. So I had 7 a.m. anatomy lab. Like I told y'all for yesterday, I went in early and went over all of our head stuff. And today we did that in lab. And then we took a quiz. It's kind of confusing, but the quiz made me realize that I was picking it up a little bit more than I thought. So that's good. And then I stayed after and got some extra tutoring in anatomy, went over some structures, some innervation, and that was really helpful. Now I'm heading home because we don't have a required until 1. So I'm gonna go home, do some Anki, and kind of just relax. I don't wanna burn myself out because tomorrow is the exam. So I'm just gonna do some light studying today, maybe do some more practice problems, and hope for the best. So it's the morning of the exam. I'm definitely feeling nervous, but also a sense of calm because I'm ready for this to be over. And I also feel like I did study as hard as I could. Last night I actually stopped studying around like 9:30 because my head was hurting so bad and I felt like the information just wasn't going in anymore. So this morning I'm just doing my Anki cards. I don't want to cram any more information in because if I don't know it by now, I'm not going to know it for the exam. But I'm just going to go in and do my best. I know that I've studied as hard as I could. God's with me. I just need to go in and apply the information. So yeah, I will record after the exam and we can see my reaction. So my first exam is over. I am so happy. I don't usually get testing anxiety, but right before I walked into that room, I thought I was going to pass out. But went through it, prayed, kept myself calm, and we passed. That's all that matters. I'm so happy it's done. I hope y'all enjoyed watching me go through this week of studying. Y'all got to see me take my first exam, and I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, and I hope to see y'all next time.